They're losers. I heard her yell as loud as she could. Last night I went on a date, and she got very upset when I brought up MGTOW. I don't need to say that I won't see that girl again, and thank God for that. But after that conversation, I realized I'd never written a single article on MGTOW. This is completely unacceptable. So, keeping that in mind, here are some thoughts from a pickup artist on the MGTOW movement. Men going their own way, or MGTOW for short, is a movement that has been getting more and more attention lately. It's hard to sum up a whole community's beliefs in a few words, but if I had to describe MGTOW in a few words, it would be something like this. Put your own life, success, and well-being before other people. That means you shouldn't chase girls. It means don't give up your morals for a woman. It means you shouldn't get married to a woman, and you shouldn't spend 15 years as a beta orbiter and waste your time on a woman. If I had to explain MGTOW in a few words, that's what I'd say. Are there MGTOW guys who say they will never talk to a woman no matter what? There are, of course. But I think that most MGTOW men aren't necessarily AGANist women. They just don't want to put women before themselves. It's funny to see this new MGTOW philosophy come to the forefront of our culture because I've been saying these same things for a long time. It seems like common sense, doesn't it? Put yourself in front of a girl. Before you can help other people, you have to help yourself. Don't give up what makes you happy. Don't give up your honesty. Don't keep after a woman who doesn't like you if she's not interested. Everything makes so much sense, doesn't it? I guess it's not, though. And to be fair, I know that a lot of MGTOW guys are very angry, bitter incels. I have no problem with that at all. A lot of them might even be right. Many of them want to see society burn because they support the black pill. I don't like the black pill. I'd rather accept my life, look at it in a positive way, and move on. Do what you can to get better. In many ways, I think this is also how MGTOW does things. It's like they're saying, well, Western dating is broken, so I'm just going to focus on myself for now. And what's the matter with that? Nothing. Not a thing. MGTOW is in large part a response to the way dating has changed in the West. And it's not because I don't think the criticisms of culture are valid. I get that a lot of American culture is overly sensitive and doesn't like normal male sexuality. I don't like to talk about it too much because I think it's better to focus on things you can change directly. Who cares if our whole culture is moving in a certain direction if you can't even pay your bills? First, keep that in mind. But here's where MGTOW comes in. Funny thing is, you don't have to chase women all the time to be interested in them. You can just focus on your own life, and many of them will come back to you in the end. This is what happened to me, and it will happen to you if you follow MGTOW. I can guess what you're thinking. But John, you're a pickup artist, right? Doesn't that mean your job is to literally chase women? What does that have to do with MGTOW? But even if you know how to pick up women, you don't have to chase them. In fact, it's the exact opposite of that. Men should learn how to turn a girl on and improve their social skills exactly so they don't have to chase women. The whole reason you work on being a man, become more stable, and improve your life is so that you can choose any woman you want. Most men just give up, but that's not what winners do. True winners never give up. They're dirty as fuck. The truth is that you can be MGTOW and PUA at the same time. You can't just go after women and make them your number one goal. Follow your purpose, your dream, or your goals. This should always be your top priority. I think that a lot of incels go to MGTOW because it satisfies their need to feel like victims while also telling them to do nothing. This is obviously very bad for you. If you're an incel, the best thing you can do for your life is sort out your relationship with women. Believe it or not, game is a learnable skill set. If you put some time and work into it, it's not that hard. Figure out what her IOs are. Improve your style and how you look. You should lift weights and eat steaks. Build your self-esteem. Get out there and try. When you stop whining and start doing something about it, you'll realize that most of your excuses were lies. Most incels and MGTOW losers don't want to hear this because it shows them how flawed they are. In light of this, let's talk about Even though I think MGTO has a lot of interesting ideas that can help me live a better life, I don't like a lot of the people in their community. Take some of these rules from a popular MGTO post, for example. Don't have children. Use birth control or, better yet, get a vasectomy. Do not use Tinder, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any other social network. Ignore women unless they give you something right away. Be healthy or not, but don't tell other people how they should live. These are just a few random MGTOW rules from a popular post. What do you know? This is as dumb as fuck. Don't have children? Well, that's a great idea. Let's just let Western civilization, culture, and our way of life die out. Phenomenal. Don't use any social network and be a Sigma male? Have fun trying to stay in touch with old friends, get invited to parties, and have a social life. Women, unless they tell you something right away. You need to say that you're so angry and bitter that you won't even make 10% of an effort to date a beautiful woman? Be healthy or bad for your body? Yes, because everyone knows that being a fat slob is good for your health. This is why so many people say that MGTOW are losers, because a lot of them are. Whoever wrote this post is a fucking loser, no doubt about it. Now, I'm not saying you should give up who you are for a woman, but for God's sake, don't be a bitter little piece of fuck. Grow up and get over it. Because social media can have bad effects. Giving it up would be like deciding to live in a cave for the rest of your life because society isn't perfect. It's a way to solve a very complicated problem that is way too easy. I hope that by now I've given you a pretty balanced view of MGTOW. Like I said, a lot of the MGTOW men are losers who just make excuses and don't know how to deal with their feelings. Many of them are just too lazy and weak to put in a little bit of effort to improve their sex lives. On the other hand, as I already said, many of them make good points. There is no black and white way to look at MGTOW or anything else in life. Everything can teach you something. So, let's talk about some non-harmful MGTOW rules that you can use in your life. Be willing to date women, but only if they treat you right and on your terms. Don't give up what's important for sex or the promise of sex. Always put your own goals in life ahead of everyone else's. Every day, try to improve your life by 1% for as long as you can. That's pretty much it. Just by following those 4 rules, you'll be miles ahead of most people. Most guys, though, go one of 2 ways. They either fawn over the first girl who pays them any attention, which makes them look like fools, or they do the opposite and don't pay any attention to women at all. Both of these are not healthy ways to live. In the end, you want to date the right woman or woman for you because it's hard to be happy and fulfilled in life without a partner. So don't listen to the angry, cynical MGTOW incel losers who tell you to forget all about women. That's not a good way to live. Know that game is a skill set that can be learned, and with a little practice, you'll have the life you want in no time. So, if you want a quick and easy way to make yourself 10 times more attractive to women, there's nothing better than my 7 Strategies program. It fixes the real problem with your game by making you more male, which makes you a lot more attractive to women. Feel free to let me know if you have any questions, comments, or worries, and as always, I'll see you next time.